how are changes in the thermal energy, heat and temperature related to particles in matter? How are changes in the thermal energy, heat and temperature related to particles in matter? Now let's see our colleagues' questions. The first question is, how do particles move in different states of matter? How do particles move in different states of matter? What happens when you put very hot liquid in a glass container? What happens when you put very hot liquid in a glass container? And the last one, do different types of matter need different temperature to change state? Do different types of matter need different temperatures to change state? Now it's time to evaluate what we already know about the effect of thermal energy on matter. This will be through the activity Evaluate Like a Scientist. The activity title is, what do you already know about thermal energy in states of matter? يعني يا ترى ايه اللي نعرفه بالفعل عن الثيرمال انرجي وعلاقتها بالstates of matter. In this activity, we're going to demonstrate prior knowledge of thermal energy, states of matter, and how particles move in different states of matter at different temperatures. Let's check the activity together. Since we are going to learn about the states of matter and thermal energy, we need to remember some information. That's why the first part of the activity is titled Energy of Particles. Let's read the instruction first. Almost all matter contains thermal energy. Thermal energy is the movement of particles within an object. The transfer of this energy is called heat. Each of the following images shows water in different states. Previously, you learned how particles in different states of matter behave. Use what you know to predict how much thermal energy each of these items contain. In the first part, we're going to check our understanding of how particles move in different states of matter and the relationship of this movement to thermal energy. Thermal energy is the movement of particles within an object, and the transfer of this energy is called heat. This means that the object either gets or loses energy that affect the movement of particles. Let's see together. Each of the following images shows water in different states, as we see here. Now we're going to use the word bank to label each picture with the correct amount of thermal energy. Take your time to think about this part of the activity, and when we come back, we will check the answers together. Now look at the image of snow. We learned before that particles in solids move very slowly. Do you remember that? This means it has the least energy. Now let's move to the third image of boiling water. In this state, particles have most energy because they are being heated. That's why it changes from liquid into gas, in which particles move very quickly. So we will match the image with most energy. What about this image? The glass of water. The glass of liquid water that's not boiling is made of particles with a medium amount of energy. So we learned that the energy that each matter has determines the movement of particles, and thus determines the state of matter, whether it's solid, liquid, or gas. So ice cubes or solid state has least energy. Liquid state such as glass of water has moderate energy, and boiling water, which is gas state, has most energy. Let's draw a simple drawing عشان نعبر بيها عن شكل البارتيكلز في كل ال states of matter. Let's see. Now I'm going to draw the first state, which is solid state. As we know that solid particles are very close to each other, and there is no space between the particles. So this is the solid matter. Now let's draw liquid state. We know that liquid states particles have more space between each other. They move more freely than solid. This is the liquid state. And what about gas state? Liquid particles are very free. They have very large space between them, so they move freely. So this is the solid matter. Can you see how particles are close to each other? So they have the least energy because there is no space between them, and causes solid matter to always have a definite shape. ممكن هنا نفكر إن المولكيولز مش بتتحرك، لكن هي في الحقيقة بتتحرك. In the solid state they are moving، وفي الحالة دي بنسميها fixed or limited motion. Okay, so let's move to liquid state. This is the liquid matter. There are spaces between particles, so it has the ability to move that make it possible to pour. يعني شكلها بيتغير لما بننقلها أو بنصبها من إناء للتاني.
تقدر تتابع كل دروسك على تطبيق مدرستنا بلس. مدرستنا، المستقبل يبدأ الآن.